Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So last week was pretty much a nothing week. We were pretty much sideways most of the time. We did get a break from the previous week, so let's just get that recap in so we're all fresh with what's going on. So first things first is we had this range form last week, or week before last. We had the range form. We did break up the upside. We had a public holiday which induced the break, and then we came back into it and we had the futures close out at around 39,000, and that's pretty much where we have stayed. So we keep coming to 39,000, sorry, not 39,000, 3,900, and we keep stopping there and then bouncing off that level. So look at my oscillators. My oscillators are grouped together, and what happens when they group together? That is normally a move to the upside. So this is still a consolidation phase as I'm concerned. No reason to be short just yet, but there is reason to be a little bit worried, because the longer we go sideways, the higher the probability you can just flip a coin and get a move to the downside or to the upside. Doesn't really matter which way you look at it. But if you look at the oscillators on the 3 hour, that's total confusion, and we do have what looks like a shoulder brewing as well in this consolidation phase. To me, it's just consolidation. So that is a range we're in. We break to the downside, then we have opportunities for short scalps. We break to the upside, we have opportunities for continuation to 4,000. My bet is on 4,000 being the next target. That is the next major strike level in the options futures market. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. I think what you're going to find this morning is going to be fairly slow during the European session. No real catalyst at the moment. And then we're going to see what transpires from there. But if you look at the 1 hour, look at this chaos. Okay, we've got moving averages, crossovers here. We've got a grouping. There's pretty much nothing. It's big up, big down, big up, big down. So there's no real direction here that we need to worry about. So there's no indication I need to be worrying about shorts. There's no indication I need to be worrying about longs. So all that's here is a range. So ultimately you'd be looking at something like a 15 minute or even a 5 minute and trade accordingly. In fact, if I come down to a 3 minute, which is not something that I advise, but you can see the confusion here. So you can see there's, just take the strategy as we have it. There's our moving average crossover. There's a retest of the 155. There's another retest of the 155 with an inside bar. Nice opportunity for a long here. And you're not going to be sort of holding it forever. You're going to keep moving your stop up and take profit as often as possible. That's kind of the way to do this at the moment. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, same scenario. You can see break, there's the retest there, there's the opportunity. If you look at it now, we've got pretty much nothing. No real retest of the 155 at the moment. Trend is down at the moment, so if you were scalping this right now, you'd be looking at shorts, but that's not what I want to be doing right now. So even on the 15 minute, we are range bound. So I'm watching that range. That is the only thing that I'm really watching. What I would advise rather is just watch the low of Friday, because at the moment we are flirting with a low Friday. If we drop below the low Friday, come back and retest it, that may be a signal that you need to continue looking to the downside to the next levels, and that next level is going to be pretty much over here, which is 38.50, and then you'll have 3700, which will be the next level. So that's kind of the view to the downside. View to the upside is pretty much, obviously we need to break through the high of Friday, and the challenge with that at the moment is that's almost 400 points, because that was a 1% swing, even though we sort of opened and closed fairly close to ourselves. Okay, anyway, so that's kind of my confused view this morning. Going to be sitting on the sides with this, just waiting to see what transpires. I think tech is still under pressure at the moment, so and S&P 500 is very tech heavy, so I think that's pretty much what it is. Look, the concern right now, but we're just going to wait and see what transpires. I think sit on the sides, keep money in the pocket, and wait for the opportunities before worrying about getting into this right now. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.